Falcon and the Winter Soldier is probably the worst thing that Marvel has ever produced. Now, it's not saying this is horrendous. I'm just saying it's not good. By Marvel standards, I mean it's good, not good to them. So I'm saying I put it on the scale of like Thor: The Dark World or Iron Man 2. It's right in that ballpark. Now, granted, this isn't not saying that the whole series is going to be garbage. This is just the first episode, and I feel like it fell flat. I was really excited for this show. More excited for Justice League. That's why I was so excited for this week, was just having, Justice League and then having Falcon and the Winter Soldier come out. So we start out with Bucky Barnes, a.k.a. the Winter Soldier, is in therapy. He's trying to get his life back together. He's been brainwashed for years, for 90 years, being an assassin, and every time he murders somebody, they erase his mind and restart him all over again. So now he's remembering all these people that he's wronged, and he's trying to redeem himself in some way, shape, or form. That's an interesting thought, trying to show that a little bit, and I think that could go somewhere interesting, better than Sam's storyline. Sam, aka the Falcon, I hate everything part of his story right now. He works for the government, which that's what he did before. He does pararescue missions, and that's in the middle. So he's doing that, and he's also struggling with the fact that he doesn't feel like he can live up to being the new Captain America after he passed on the shield to him, saying that he should be the next Captain America. So Sam realizes, it's better off just thinking of him as a symbol, and I'm going to give the shield back to the government to put it in museums, so that way they can use it as a symbol, basically, for people to show that hope still exists and everyone's always around to step up and be a hero. And so then he goes about his merry way and goes home, to his sister, and they're arguing about like, she wants to sell this family fishing boat, and it's, that was how they grew up. Like, they would go out to sea and catch fish and stuff like that and sell it. And Sam's saying, we can get the money, we can get this fixed. And I'm like, you mean to tell me you don't have any money? Like, I don't know what government contracts pay, but I feel like somebody of Sam's talents, like, he just stopped a crisis from terrorists just a few minutes ago. He just helped save the universe against Thanos. You would feel like if he's doing, and they even say this, he says he works on government contracts. I feel like he'd be making a crap ton of money off from government contracts. But I don't know that, because I don't know anything about government contracts. I don't know how it works for certain people or anything like that. So he goes to the bank with his sister trying to get this loan out. And, their family house already has a mortgage on it, so they can't, and the bank teller, the guy they're talking to about getting the loan, he's like, oh, do I know you? Sam's, trying to play the hero card. I don't know. Do you? And then basically the guy's like trying to get photos with Sam, and Sam's playing along with it because he wants the loan. And then the guy's a dick. He's like, oh, I can't give you the loan. I'm like, what kind of professional does something like that? Like, if you, it's either you're professional or you're not. So you're not professional enough to just play around with him, but then you're just like, no, I'm not giving you the loan. I don't know. Sam's storyline was so weak. And he's basically supposed to be like the headliner of this show. I just felt so disappointed in this show. Granted, again, it's just the first episode. So, the next few episodes could be great. And I know I said I wasn't going to do any TV show, quick reviews. What I may end up doing is if the next episode is better, I'll do an episode, saying what I liked about it and how much better the show's gotten. And if I don't think it's progressed anyway, I'll wait until the full series comes out until I tell you my final thoughts on the show. It's kind of a shame because WandaVision, I feel like really, really did it. You know, they hit a home run with that show, and that is a hard show too. Like putting that show together was not easy. Thinking of scripts and everything. I kind of knew something was wrong with this show when they pushed it back. I heard that they were having issues with the script and they pushed it back a year. Because this was supposed to come out when the first season of Mandalorian came out. They pushed it back, and then it was supposed to come out before WandaVision. And then they pushed it back again. So, you know, clearly they had something wrong going on with the show. Oh, yeah. And my final thing, too. So this is how the episode ends. You know, trying to make you stay tuned to next episode. So at the very end, Sam's sister texts him and is like, "Oh, turn on the TV." And he turns on the TV and they're making this big announcement that they need heroes to step up and, you know, be there for the American people. And they're proud to introduce the new Captain America. And this guy comes out with Cap's shield and his uniform and he's supposed to be the new Captain America. And then it ends. And I'm like, I don't care. I was like, who, like, there was just like no build up to this at all. It just kind of came out of nowhere. I don't get it. And Sam looks all upset, you know, almost to the point where he's almost crying. But I'm like, dude, like, what'd you think was going to happen if you gave Cap's shield back? I would have held on to that thing. Cap gave it to me. I would hold on to it. It's like, no, give it to the museum. If Steve Rogers wanted it to go to a museum, Steve Rogers would have given it to a museum. But say, I just don't get it. And here's the other thing too. It's like, if you were giving it to them to put in a museum, put it in a contract saying that it can only go to a museum. Like, would you think? I don't. If you're gonna do something like that, you got to make sure that there's safeguards in place to make sure that crap doesn't happen. But anyway, that's my 7-minute or so review of this. I really hope the next few episodes are good because I really want it to be good. I was more excited for this than Justice League. I was more excited for this than WandaVision, and so far those both have knocked it out of the park in my book. This kind of fell flat for me. But hey, I'll check out with you guys next week. Have a good night.
Couldn't have done that earlier.
I hate you.